Welcome to today's Moment with God. This is Missionaries of God's Love, and my name is Diana. First, let's find a quiet place to sit. Straighten your back, relax your shoulders, and let's begin by taking some deep breaths in. As you breathe in, let's allow God to fill us. Allow Him to fill us with His presence, with His peace, with His love, and with His joy. Remember, God knows your true feelings. He knows when you're trying to connect with Him, when you're trying to give yourself to Him. So today, let's meditate on a very important topic. What does it mean to be a Christian? Every Christian wants to know Christ. It doesn't matter what denomination you are. Every true Christian wants to have a relationship with Him. But what does it mean to really know Christ? It's not just to pray to Him or to read the Bible or take theology classes. And while all those are very important, it is not just to do that. To really know Christ is to have a relationship with Him, to get to know Him heart to heart, not just through your mind, but through your life. To let God find us, to let God enter us and let Him transform us. St. Paul in Philippians 3 verse 10 said, "I want to know Christ, yes, to know the power of His resurrection and the participation in His sufferings, becoming like Him in His death." Now, getting to know Christ also means to be transformed by Him, to allow Him to transform us. And we know that for transformation to happen, sometimes we have to go through trials and through some suffering. Like St. John said, feel the resurrection in ourselves, which also includes the sufferings as well, because we all have to have difficulties. We will all have trials with ourselves, with our environments, and with people who want to separate us from God. St. Paul knew this, and as he mentions at the beginning of his letter in Philippians, he doesn't care. He said, "I am willing to give everything up as long as I get to know Christ, to live with Christ, and to be like Christ." And all of us Christians need to be good Christians. If we aren't trying to get close to Christ, what are we doing? Are we trying to be disciples, to fall in love with God? How does church help us if it's not helping transform us and if it's not allowing us to transform? To fully allow God to change me and to fully love God is what our goal as a Christian should be. Philippians 1:20 says, "I eagerly expect and hope that I in no way will be ashamed, but will have sufficient courage so that now, as always, Christ will be exalted in my body, whether by life or death." St. Paul wrote this letter when he was in jail. There was not much time before they killed him. Being jailed and knowing there's a possibility he might die any day, he still wrote that letter. He did it to tell them that he didn't want to disappoint God, because whether he was alive or dead, he wanted to be a light of God for others. I want God to be seen through me. Philippians 1 verse 21 says, "For to me to live is Christ, and to die is gain." He's saying that it doesn't matter how long I live, whether it's a short or long time, but what truly matters is that I live for Christ. And death, it's not a loss. As Christians, the greatest treasure we receive is the one we get the day we die. It's not the day we are born. That is actually when our trial starts. No, the greater treasure If we are good disciples of Christ, and if we try and put in an effort for him in this world, the day we die will not be the day we die. We will actually be transformed from a temporary, small, limit life to a life full of eternity, of glory, of victory with Christ, of a life full of joy, only if we live this life for him. So let's tell Christ, I want to know you, and I know what that means. It means knowing you intellectually as well as from a good church. So try to find a good church with a good priest, one that is truly going to teach you the Bible, not just candy coat everything, because we need to know the Bible in an honest way. Our teachings did not end the day the Bible was done being written. Our teachings are still coming from God to this day, and we want to know you, Lord. So speak to me and give me your spirit that I so desperately need. Give me that decision to fully give myself to you and to get to know you better. Give me exactly what I need to be an authentic disciple for you. As we always say, speak to me, O Lord, for your servant is listening.